Welcome to episode 11 of Lucy and Puck. As you remember, Lucy is off at work, and Puck is home playing the piano and keeping his eye on their new young son, James. Yep, it's a very different game now that they have a child. Well, Puck is kind of tired and it's the middle of the day, so he's going to take a nap. But, as he quickly learns, when he's watching his baby, there's not much time to sleep. Because already, Jimmy needs a diaper change. So, he's going to come over, and he's going to do it. Man, it's been so long since we've seen this. It's been since Sue was a baby. Which was in the 40s, I think, episode 40-something, in the original series, original Let's Play. But it's been done, and Puck realizes his carpool's outside. So he goes so far as to change for work, but then he realizes, you know what, if I go to work, there's going to be nobody here to watch James. So I guess I have to call off for the day. And work isn't going to be too happy about that, but his duties as a father come first. So he's going to bring Jimmy down here and give him some milk. And pretty soon, it's time for Lucy to arrive home. And, ladies and gentlemen, on her very first day back at work, she has already been promoted to intern, which is great, which means at least one of them is doing well at work. So Lucy gets a phone call, and it's just Puck's work telling him he missed a day. But Lucy's not even going to give the phone to Puck because she knows. Now, she's been anxious to see Jimmy all day, see how he's doing. Yes, there needs to be more bonding time between the mother and her child. Yes, the circle of life is an amazing thing, because it feels like not long ago it was Lucy who was a little baby, and now she's a mother herself. It's quite an amazing thing. So, put James to sleep, or to bed, and he can rest up. So Lucy and Puck enjoy themselves out here. It's a very nice thing. One thing I'm kind of disappointed that they don't have in The Sims 2 is, why can't they have the mothers breastfeed their infants? I know it's supposed to be a teen-rated game, but I think that would make things a little bit more realistic. But anyway, Lucy and Puck catch an early bed, but even as such, they're woken up in the middle of the night by James screaming for his diaper to be changed, showing once again that there's no sleep for the young parents. They have to watch their child. So, now it's Lucy's turn to change the diaper. I just think it's funny how they can take off the diaper and toss it into the trash in one step. It's pretty funny. And since he's all rested up, Puck has decided to make some breakfast for him and his wife. Yes, it's a wonderful thing. Yep, James is the pioneer of the new generation, the third generation of Sims seen on my channel. So, anyway, it's breakfast time for Lucy. She and Puck often get to have breakfast together, which is a good thing. And normally, it would be almost time for work for Lucy, but fortunately, she has the day off today. Puck still has to go into work, but it's not going to be until 5 in the evening. So, that gives them plenty of time to spend together around the house. Puck is talking about sneaking out. I wonder if he's referring to the time when he and Lucy were still teenagers and they were dating, and they snuck out of the house together. Oh, the memories. And now, they're parents with a house and responsibilities. Well, Puck's a very nice guy, clearing the dishes. And Lucy is showing off the wonderful table manners that her family is so well known for having. So, I think it's always very cute when their aspirations are each other, and it gives them an excuse to hug and kiss and play around. And not only does it make them feel better and make them closer, but it boosts their aspirations as well. So, they're a very happy couple right now. You can tell they're totally into each other, and they're just thrilled about their new baby. Anyway, it's now one of Puck's aspirations to gain a skill point. So I think gaining a cooking point would be the most helpful, both in around the house and in his job, because after all, he is in the culinary business, although he hasn't gotten high enough to really do anything culinary yet, which is kind of silly, but it's true. So, a little bit on, Lucy decides to come and sit next to her husband and read a book. If you notice, their TV hasn't even been turned on in a while. They really don't need all that noise. So, they're just sitting there, calmly reading and enjoying being in each other's company. Anyway, it's nearly morning time, and Lucy decides she wants to play the piano. Of course, she's not yet quite as good as her husband, not having grown up with one. So, she's just going to practice. And yes, she doesn't have to go to work. Now, across town, we haven't seen him yet, but we know for a fact that Mike, who is Lucy's father, of course, his aspiration has probably gone through the roof because he's now a grandfather. But Lucy really wants her parents to see James and get to meet their new grandchild. So, she is going to call them over for a little house party, since both she and Puck really want to have one, being popularity Sims after all. She'll call her parents over for a short little party where they can meet Jimmy. Such a wonderful thing. Man, Mike and Laura are grandparents. It's quite amazing to think about. Anyway, Puck plays the piano, and Lucy serves some food. And that's it for this time. I will look forward to seeing you all next time.